it says, this is a picture, this is from the video, and it says Celeste is yay woohoo, and we knew that's one of her handles. They say the other handle is Hello Kitty Life Girl, and how everyone around David knew about Celeste. So this is just Ginny the Ween, who posted this, and Ginny the Ween is claiming that the entourage knew about Celeste, that this was not unknown to them. And they show the pictures of the Fonda Theater, and they have another image. So we have David here pretending that he's this alter ego with Tommy with the blindfold on. Anytime you see him with this stupid blindfold and these god-awful shirts, then he's pretending to be his alter ego. And then we see, who's that standing right there? That's Josh Marshall, right? Manager, the one who rented him the mansion. And this is at the Fonda Theater where Celeste was in June of 2024. And then we have David singing with his sister, and you can clearly see that Celeste is standing there in the black hoodie. Again, this is June 27th of 2024, so we're able to get more. We have another image. We have Celeste with a gray hoodie right here, and that's June 28th of 2024. So this is 2 different days of performing. And then we have Lainey, and we have Bella Bowman, and then we have Rob right here. You can see his profile. And then this is David on stage with his little sister. And then right here in this little hood next to Bella and Bella works at Mogul Vision. So is this the female that being compelled to testify? Because it's getting harder and harder for Rob M. and Josh Marshall to say they did not know about Celeste, because here's Bella Bowman allegedly standing right next to Celeste. And then we have them all here pictured. There's Lainey C., Rob M. This is photo booth from June 27th. So that's day 1. And you can see, David's and his mom. And there's Josh Marshall. And there's Rob M. And there's David's brother. And then we have more pictures where we see, are those in that entourage. They're calling them the family. And we have Aisia. I think I'm saying her name correctly this time. This is Neo. And then we have Celeste Herrera, which I believe David was using as a ringer for the real Celeste. And then we have this picture from June 27th of 2024. Make sure. And you can clearly see on the picture. Let me make it a little bit smaller here. You can clearly see on the picture, we have David's mom, sister, Celeste, and the brother. And again, this is June 27th of 2024. And then we have, these are pictures that took. She posted these on her Yay Woohoo and other accounts on social media. And you can see Celeste's gray sweatpants, a little peach, tiny bit of it. Let me move myself over. A tiny little bit of the sweatpants just peeking out on the picture right here. Then she was obviously the photographer on that. And then we can see Celeste's pink wristband. And she's got, her arms, this is arm, and I think this is one. And you can see a little piece of that gray hoodie. And then here we can also see a little piece right here at the bottom of Celeste's gray sweatpants, and that's David in backstage at the Fonda Theater. And that's June 28th of 2024, dressing room day 2. So Celeste was there. And then we have the Fonda Theater, June 28th of 2024. So this was Dave. And David is now wearing Celeste's pink wristband. And you can see another picture of the hoodie right here. She's got her face hidden with the alien. You can see Celeste wearing this pink wristband, and you can see her arm is coming underneath his arm in this picture. And you can see how much tinier these hands are than this bigger hand right here. And then if you look right here, you can see Rob from Rob M. So is this why he didn't call police? Let me move myself out of the way. You can see Rob M. from Mogul Vision right here. And they believe that's Celeste. And you can look over on this. Let me move myself back over. You can see that this right here, there's Rob. And who's that? That's Celeste in the gray hoodie. You can still see her dressed in gray. You can see her gray here. I believe that's Celeste. So now let's look at these enhanced photos together. And then we're going to listen to Celeste's voice if you want to know what she sounded like. And then we're going to talk about the significance of the number 4. But this is June 28th, so this is day 2. Again, this is Celeste. There's Rob M. And so is this what the deputy district attorney was asking him about? Was Beth Silverman asking him why he didn't call the police? Was it related to this concert? Because there's him clearly with Celeste. I mean, there's, it's getting harder and harder to believe the management didn't know. And you can see the gray hoodie here and here. And let me move the chat out of the way for a second. You can see Celeste right here. And there's David on stage. So I do think that, let me turn chat back on. So I do think that this is all very significant. Let's go. And then these enhanced even closer. Celeste profile comparison. And then they have pictures of Celeste, doing this profile. You can see eyes and the nose and the hoodie right here. And the eyes and the nose. Let me make sure I'm not blocking it. Let me turn off chat for a second. You can see the eyes and the nose and the hoodie right here, you guys. And then this is a side-by-side profile comparison of this girl with Celeste at her neighbor's house. That's the TMZ video in Lake Elsinore from September 8th of 2024. So what would have been one day after Celeste's 14th birthday. And then we have another comparison. This is also a known picture of Celeste right here. And you can see similar facial structure to the girl in the hoodie. And this is another known picture of Celeste. And I do believe this is Celeste. And Rob from Mogulvision is right there. And then we have more pictures. We have Celeste at the Fonda Theater. I believe she took him. And this is the Yay Woohoo 7 account that belongs to Celeste. This is her going back in the hoodie, going backstage with his brother. And then we have her pictured here with the gray hoodie. You can see the little bit of gray sleeve at the wrist, just peeking out underneath David's phone. And then there's a kiss there, which is so inappropriate, you guys. Because this was in June of 2024, so she was 13. And this is just proof that this was Celeste's account. Let me move myself over here. You can see this is the Yay Woohoo account. Sophia's user. It says Celeste joined David's on July 11th of 2024. Let me move myself back. So Celeste joined David's Discord on July 27th of 2024 with a new account. User Yay Woohoo. Wow. Immediately after joining, she introduced herself as David's new girlfriend. However, the majority of people, including David's mod team, Sophia, Skylar, Kylie, Maddie, Ice 50, Zerks, already knew who she was, despite their denials, which were later proven to be untrue. David had to mask her public appearance and online identity. Remember, this was a missing girl. And this is just proof that this is her Yay Woohoo account right here. And then this is just proof. And these are similarities between this account and then the Dean Blunt Lover 444 and the Yay Woohoo, which are believed to belong. Let me move this. And a lot of people have asked me about this ring. So this has got the tattoo of David's name on the ring finger. And I believe this is significant. I believe that this would have been his way of having over her, in my opinion. But she was not of age to be tattooed. In California, you have to be 18 or have an adult, your adult guardian okay it. And obviously Celeste was reported missing, didn't have a. So they just are showing the similarities between the three accounts to show that these are connected. The Hello Life girl. So I thought that was really, I just definitely wanted to take an opportunity to go through all of that. And I believe that he appropriated her wigs. I mean, just everything he could appropriate about her. So let's the significance of David's use of the number 4. I just, we don't have a lot of Celeste. Obviously, there aren't nearly as many photos of Celeste. And what we do have her is she's shadowed, she's hooded, she's hidden. Was David using Celeste's voice in his music video? A lot of people believe that he was.